Okay, spiral review number 8. We are still working on making sure that we remember material that we have already covered in class. The first problem says simplify the expression, and that expression is 10 plus negative 10 divided by 5 minus 12. So the first thing that I need to remember is that I deal with parentheses, exponents, then multiply, divide from right to left, add and subtract from right to left. So that means I have to start with the division. So negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. I know that it's negative because they are different signs. That means that I have to have a negative. So 10 plus negative 2 minus 12. Then the next step that I'm going to work with is the add and subtract from left to right. 10 plus negative 2, that means 10 minus 2, which is 8 minus 12. So this goes back to our think, making sure that we remember we have a positive 8 and a negative 2, so I find the difference, which is 8 minus 12 is 4. My last thought is to think, is it positive or negative? And because 12 is further from 0, has the bigger absolute value, the answer is negative 4. These spiral reviews, the goal of them is that when you have tests that come up that requires these skills, we're supposed to maintain the mastery of previous skills. That's why we're doing these. You all have all mastered these skills previously. Next problem is distribution. It's 1/2 of 4r plus 12. So I'm going to distribute that 1/2 to both. So that means 1/2 times 4r plus 1/2 times 12. So 1/2 times 4r, 1/2 of 4 is 2r, plus 1/2 of 12 is 6. So this is your final answer to number 2. Number 3 is a longer problem, but it is combining like terms. 2n plus 1/2 plus 1/3 of n plus 12 plus 1/6. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do is distribute, because that's parentheses. If we recall, all of them get added together. So if we are doing a problem where it requires us to use order of operations every single time. So 1/3 of, that's 9n. So that's 1/3 times 9n plus 1/3 times 12. That is eliminating the parentheses that's outside, but I'm going to remember to do it. So I'm putting a parentheses for my brain that I have to do that first. So 1/3 of 9 means 9 divided by 3. So I have 3n plus 12 divided by 3 is 4. Bringing down my 1/6, bringing down my 1/2, bringing down my 2n. All right, now we are combining like terms. So the like terms that I see is 2n and 3n. That makes 5n. The next like terms that I will see are, the 4 is just normal. And then the other two like terms are these. And theoretically, I can combine all of those, but because those are fractions, I think about them a little different. So I'm going to do plus 4 plus 1/2 plus 1/6. Now, in order to add these fractions, I have to make the common denominator. So this one I'm going to turn into 6 by doing times 3. Once I've done that, then my denominator on both of them is 6. So I'm bringing down 5n plus 4. It hasn't changed. Bring the 1 times 3 is 3 over 6 plus 1 over 6. Then I'm left with 5n plus 4 and 4/6. Or, because this can be reduced, the 4/6 can be reduced. So final answer is 5n plus 2, 4 4 2/3. Okay, I believe that there is one more problem. Make this big again. Problem number 4. Problem number 4 is 9 minus 3x equals 30. So, yes, I know that x is in a different place, but we're still looking at it the same way. I want to make sure that I can eliminate the, I think that's called the constant. I want to get the x isolated. So I'm going to subtract the 9 from this side, which moves it over to that side. So that means this is eliminated. I'm left with negative 3 times x equals 30 minus 9 is 21. Okay, now remember, if you will, find a color, that 3, when they're close together, that means 3 times x. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3, which is moving it over. Okay, that means that on the left side where the x is, now that variable is isolated. And 21 divided by 3 is 7, and then I need to think about my tic-tac-toe. So I have a positive and I have a negative. So positive 21, negative 3, so my answer has to be a negative 7. So there is your answer to all of your spiral review.